Okay, we are live again, take 2 on the internet broadcast system. I post my leaks on Instagram because I logged completely out of Facebook and I need 2-factor authentication to log back in, and I'm not fucking doing it. And I deleted all my Twitter accounts, so all I've got is my Instagram left as my point of contact to the world. Hello. Got some copyright-free lo-fi hip-hop playing in the background, so I can't get pulled for that. I've got
that attitude.
My webcam on my old microphone mount, looking down at my iPad, because you can't stream your iPad to Streamlabs for some reason.
Surely they've got a cool, nifty way to do that.
Nope.
Wow.
Not the way I've got everything set up anyway. And then, okay. So I'm just gonna doodle. I'm just gonna draw. I'm gonna play with this microphone and get everything in a good spot. Hopefully I'm not like wheezing into the microphone. Because it looks like maybe, see? Device properties. I can set it to push to talk. Okay, so I put on listen to this device so I can hear my nasally ass breathe. Pick the banana noises. So if I put it here, is that any better? Alright. I'll just do my best to breathe like a normal person. It came with one of my new microphone came with one of those mesh screens.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if it does anything. This is me talking without the screen, and this is me talking behind the screen. Do you hear a difference?
You should just help with the P's.
Did that all sound the same?
All sounded the same.
Well, it's part of the bundle, so whatever. Alright.
You probably have a windscreen built into it.
I know I saw those words on one of the boxes. There's a lot of
Yeah,
little
they usually-
boxes. I was expecting one big box.
Yeah, usually inside of the little cage there's a windscreen on it. Do you have a little foam thing on it as well?
The little microphone condom?
Cover thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a windscreen. There's a pop screen. That should help. Should help with some of that.
This is more like a traditional microphone than the Yeti Snowball I was using for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, usually inside. Whoa.
Picking up whispers, but from where? Oh, it's in the lo-fi music in the background. Haha. Let's go synthwave. Yeah. I'm trying to find the right. God, what's it called? When points meet like that, that's bad. That's called a tangent, and you don't want that. And but I'm also trying to balance the like curviness. there. You're gonna be like 30 seconds behind. Oh, I guess I could do this. Oh wait. Share my screen. Can I share the NDI? Interesting. Why can I? Oh well. Anybody else doing any art?
I'm dimensioning a drawing. That's very unlike art.
The other two got real quiet.
I just got I just got really enraptured in mind what I'm doing.
I'm drawing the troops so much. I haven't drawn good old Winston just by himself in a while.
Mm-hmm. resting his hands on his belly or something.
And his coat. Lapel.
Jolly.
I can't find it. There's like a flow to it. And it's just like, does this work? Does this work? Does this work? Nope. Again and again and again, iteration after iteration. Sometimes it's just trying a different inker. It's seeing the different shapes that come out. Sometimes I start with his eyes, sometimes I start with the hat. The key is to not have any consistency at all.
Key is to not try and let the art flow through you.
Get these haunted coattails that walk for him because his little bitty legs are short.
Has that always been a thing?
Oh, since the day one.
Nice.
think we can refine it one more time. Maybe bring the pen thickness down just a little more. More sense. I like that hand. Don't love it.
Which part?
Just in general, something's not clicking with me.
Is that your first drawing of the night?
I mean, I did like, this is warm up layer like 8 or 9.
It takes a little bit. You gotta be in the right mindset, right? You can't just force it.
I guess I could be more in the mind right set. Mind right set? Is that what I just said? There you go. It's saying I could be in the right mindset.
Did you pull a reference?
It's my character. It's my
Yeah, but like a pose reference.
it's more about I think it's just finding the right groove. Like yesterday, I was in a groove that I liked, and it's not quite hitting the way I'm wanting it to yet.
Beware the groove.
Beware the groove. It's been 30 whole minutes without any technical issues on the stream, so that's good.
Red letter day.
Red letter day. May do another pass with a different pen again to see how that looks. It's closer.
These are the things in mind. These are the things in mind.
Does that count as copyright infringement?
What? How do you hear somebody's watching something in the background?
Patrick.
Oh shit!
Good ear.
Trying to get our boy in trouble.
How long was I unmuted?
Didn't hear anything before you said, or didn't hear any of your voice before you said whatever part of the lyric you said, but heard a bunch of the song. I thought it was coming from.
I didn't sing along, did I?
Something.
Funny. I thought it was muted that whole time. That's funny. My bad, y'all.
And it's a cease and desist letter they just delivered. I'm kidding. Sounds like a little turkey, huh?
Hmm.
I got some old sketches I could just try to fish out too. So Trevor was speaking of references. Old X and Arcana stuff. There's the three-eyed grackle. It's like a cosmic bird, ahead of the Corvid core. We're looking for spook troops, not grackles. Prince Darling. Doesn't look great on camera though. The lighting's terrible for this. There's some more Prince Darling stuff. There's a dog I drew. Apocalypse Miss. Another grackle.
Can't have too many grackles.
That's what I thought. Kid Rocket's a superheroes. My Power Rangers knockoff. Fuck it, we'll do it live. It's always like I'm kind of like in a bouncy, animated. A lot of action. My hat's hitting the camera. My black and yellow baseball cap, and I got my black and yellow IBS patch in the mail.
Ooh, nice.
We'll see how that turns out.
Where are you gonna stick it on again?
I mean, I might put it on the front of this hat.
Oh yeah, dope.
I'd like to get some merch going. I got the last week of the month off, so I want to try to like get my ducks in a row. And Squarespace has like drop shipping now, so I can like throw stuff up, and if the quality is good enough, it'll just they make it on demand versus me having to bulk order stuff.
Yeah.
We've tried it before because I would like to get some of our 1031spky.com merch going as well. Yeah. Manifest 2023. This year didn't go well, but maybe next year will. I hate this, but see this top of the stack. Excuse me. It's late, but I could go for some coffee.
Do it.
I have to brew a whole new pot.
No regrets.
So what you're saying is you make a lot of coffee so that you can stay up for forever.
Oh, that's true, Sandy.
I guess I've spoiled myself using like a 1 cup, but with the little grounds scoop.
Oh, so Shep left his, like, it's like a half a coffee pot. and I'd left like a full-size one over at Pat's house, and I asked him to bring it over. And then as soon as it showed up, I was like, man, that's way too much coffee. I used to drink like a full pot of coffee a day, and now, now I'll drink like this half pot of coffee. Here's a gripe for you, internet. The side of the coffee thing, it says 12. Like 12 cups? 12 what? Because it's not 12 cups. What is the 12? You know what I mean? It seems like an arbitrary number. It's not ounces, right?
It's not 12 cups where a cup is 8 fluid ounces?
I don't think so. Like a measuring cup of water?
Not
Same thing.
full, but, up to the 1 cup mark.
I feel like you should get out some different vessels and see what.
I vaguely had something in my head that a cup of coffee is 6 ounces, but I couldn't back that up with quick.
See, and I think
think
that
it's
sounds closer to it being like, oh yeah, old, like a cup of coffee in fucking 1831.
Yeah, when a large soda was 12 ounces or something.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I did go
red-blooded
get chicken nuggets for lunch. I will admit that. They had free six nuggets with any purchase of $1. So I got a kid's 6-piece Happy Meal and then added 6 nuggets to it.
369, it's fine.
It's 12 nuggets. It's wonderful. And then I walked for like an hour. Yesterday I walked for an hour, and the day before I walked for 2 hours.
How'd it feel?
I mean, it feels better than sitting around. Like, moving definitely helps my mood.
Yeah.
And I've been in a real bum mood, so it's helped.
I need to do
Relatable.
I should go for walks. I just put on soundtrack and I just walk.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
weather's
it's cold
finally
outside.
nice. Yeah, it's great.
I found stolen. I forgot who was stolen. James, maybe. I've been pushing my parameters a little more in my walks in this neighborhood, and I got out to a main street, and I started to walk down the street, and I noticed there was a path alongside. I was like in and out of park trails, and I noticed a trail I hadn't seen, so I like walked back and walked behind this building, and there was like a trail that goes down on the creek again. And I had the Skyrim exploration suite, so it's like ambient Skyrim music. And then I came out of this rocky edifice through a clearing in the woods, and there was like a big sculpture. It's like a modern art sculpture. And I could hear the Skyrim, the choo-choo-choo. Like I can fast travel here now. And the sculpture's called the Mystic Raven.
Ooh.
It's like a big black, it's like squares and pipes. It's like geometric shapes that vaguely form like a bird. And on it, it says like raven, grackle, crow. And Byrne was a king, like a raven king in Irish lore. So like I've got an affinity for blackbirds, and so it felt very kismet to find it on my exploration. Yeah. And I figured out the plot for the first Prince Darling episode. I'd been like stuck on just like the base plot points, and I figured it out today on the walk.
Nice.
So I'm pretty happy with that.
Go exercise. You'll feel better. Sound like my therapist.
I mean, it's not. It's a different kind of feel better.
No,
You know,
I know.
Oh, I'm aware.
And then I made a pack of cookie dough cookies and had like 6 of them.
I can do the other kind of happy.
Feel better. Yeah.
Yeah,
Other
I
kind of
did
happy.
all the walk. So 11 o'clock on the hour, I'm gonna top up my drink, go speak to the wizard. So I'm gonna set the stream to be right back. I'll be right back in like 4 or 5 minutes.
With that movie, 2001, you're projecting us into the 21st century. I brought along my son Jonathan, who in the year 2001 will be the same age as I am now. Maybe he will be better adjusted to this kind of world that you're trying to portray.
The big difference when he grows up, in fact, if we wanted to wait for the year 2001, is that he will have in his own house, not a computer as big as this, but at least a console through which he can talk to his friendly local computer and get all the information he needs for his everyday life, like his bank statements, his theater reservations, all the information you need in the course of living in a complex modern society. This will be in a compact form in his own house. He'll have a television screen like these here and a keyboard, and he'll talk to the computer, get information from it, and he'll take it as much for granted as we take the telephone.
I wonder, though, what sort of a life would it be like in social terms? I mean, if our whole life is built around the computer, do we become a computer-dependent society and computer-independent individuals?
In some ways, but they'll also enrich our society because it'll make it possible for us to live really anywhere we like. Any businessman, any executive could live almost anywhere on Earth and still do his business through a device like this. And this is a wonderful thing. It means we want to be stuck in cities, we better live out in the country or wherever we please, and still carry on complete interaction with human beings as well as with other computers.
And we're live on the internet broadcast system. Okay, you can keep talking, James. Your audio is being picked up though, so.
Oh no, I
And
was just going through lots of complicated stuff from yesterday, so it's all good.
Oh, you
Nothing
can keep talking.
that anyone wants to hear on
Matrices
screen.
is
Yeah.
fine.
Matrices, the physicality of flux in UE5, and you know,
Mhm.
Uh-huh. It's like in Wayne's World, and the radio show host is like, uh-huh. Yeah.
yeah. You know, that reminds me of Arnold on True Lies, when the answering machine or whatever, when his ex-wife calls it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is it True Lies or
That's True Lies.
Last Action Hero, I think.
Last Action Hero? Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
The tape recorder in the office.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a great fucking movie. I like that movie a lot. Salieri, he killed Mozart.
The Brea Tar Pits? Not what I expected.
Mhm. Yeah, it's nothing like that movie. There's no dinosaur sculptures anywhere outside.
Lame.
Yeah, absolutely, Lane.
The guy they drop him into the pit is called, was it Lenny the Fart? He's gonna pass gas one more time.
Look, elephant.
How'd he get to Carnegie Hall? In a duffel bag! Everybody do yourself a favor, go watch Last Action Hero.
Never seen it.
You've never... Oh,
Yeah, it's on our
shit.
list. It's on our list of shit to watch.
It was one of the earliest like meta movies I knew of.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely worth the rent if it's not available streaming. That kid actor.
The bad guy with the axe, his teeth.
Oh yeah.
Jack. Yeah. Also, that movie was the first time I remember. First movie I knew Ian McKellen in. He plays the Grim Reaper from the Seventh Seal.
Mm.
The idea of movies being magic is a big part of the IBS like background lore. If you see the Magic Wizard, which is Barris, the cameras used to be called Magic Lanterns.
Mm-hmm.
And Phantasmagoria is an illusion of living stuff through trickery of light and sound. So it all ties together. There's a little bit of lore for you.
Lord.
What's Trevor doing?
Just doing.
Just doing?
Just doing.
Just doing.
Pooping around.
Bing, bing. Here. Costanza.
It's funny. I rewatched like all of Seinfeld. I've seen like a lot of them. I could not tell you 5 different episodes.
Really? You just don't remember them, or?
I just don't remember. I watched all of them. No idea. Like within probably like 3 months.
See, for me, I didn't actively watch it, but it was always on after The Simpsons.
Yeah,
on
that's
at
how I watched
9:30.
it.
And so I could tell you like the soup episode, the chocolate Bobcat episode, the one where George's fiance dies from licking too many stamps, the one where they pitch the TV episode, the one where George's dick gets shrunk in the pool, the one where they can't find the car.
Shrinkage.
Sounds like every one of them.
But like, I would not say I actively watched the show. It was just always on.
Like Friends.
Yeah. But less.
But see, like,
or-
Friends wasn't always on. Like, you could be at like a hospital or a truck stop, and Seinfeld would be on. Like across genres. Friends was a little more, I don't want to say niche,
I see
but
what you're saying,
I felt like
yeah.
Seinfeld transcended.
I think Seinfeld was that older humor.
Well, we were kids. Everybody was older.
Yeah.
Yeah,
seen
that's
all-
what I'm saying. Like, right?
Have you all
But,
seen
like-
the memes? The memes like, what if Seinfeld was made nowadays?
Yeah.
Have you seen those? Yeah. I think
They're all pretty spot on because the formula is basically the same.
yeah.
Like Kramer gets into crypto,
Mhm.
right? One's about Jerry dating on Bumble.
Levels, Jerry. Levels. When Jerry, what was it when they switch apartments and he starts going crazy? I think was it because of the light?
Jerry starts to become like Kramer, right?
Yeah.
No, the red light.
I
There
thought
was
it was
something-
because the red light, like,
I don't
You're from the
know.
sign outside.
and he had like, I think it was Mr. Bubbles or whatever, the little mannequin, the little ventriloquist dummy. Do you remember that?
No.
So like he was like super creeped out about the little mannequin, and I think it was in, I don't know if it was in Kramer's apartment. I think it was in Kramer's apartment, and he was like freaked out about it, and then when he finally got back to his apartment right at the end of the episode, he's like laying in bed, and he's like, and then you hear this, tick, 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 tick. He's like, what? Huh? It was really good.
When I think
But,
of like little tricksters and dolls and stuff, I think of you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Humunculus?
Homunculus
You guys
would
are-
fall into that category.
Yeah, what was that TV show? It was something versus like Todd versus
Todd Goes to the Mayor. Oh,
Todd
versus
and
the Book of Evil.
Pure Evil, yeah. I really enjoyed that show.
I did not watch it.
Enjoyed it.
Okay.
Jason Mewes is in it.
I looked up. I was looking up cameos. I was thinking about getting my grandma cameo for Christmas,
Yeah.
and Jason Mewes was one of the few cameos I picked out just to see.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, I could get myself one.
I could do it.
No one.
I like if I got one, I'd want to pay for the like business one and get somebody to do an IBS intro.
Mm.
Yeah. And so that's like an offering.
It's like everybody's like between like $50 up to like $500, and then the one business one I saw was $1,200. But it was like it said it would do stuff like seminars, or there's different. I guess it's per person. They decide what they do.
I imagine they get veto power.
Oh,
But I saw one. So there was a guy named White Claw Gabe. The guy who goes, "Fuck, baby, fuck! It's Friday, baby, fuck!"
yeah.
He's friends with the H3 podcast, and so they they had a friend. They got their friend something. They basically got White Claw Gabe to go. This is in all seriousness. It's like, fuck, baby, fuck. Sorry your dad died. Fuck.
God dang.
But like the people like loved it. It was very, like broke the somberness of the moment. So I've thought about getting one for Angel from White Claw Gabe. Like I don't get a lot of gifts, but it's like fuck. I think he would really like that. I'm more of a I want to get people gifts when it makes me think of them versus I have to give them a gift because it's a time of year.
Yep. It's the best.
Knowing nothing.
Feels right.
I get like gifts. It always feels like a to do. Like, oh, you have to give me something now. And like I'd rather just like every once in a while see something that like reminds me of this one person and I'll get it for them. It's more meaningful. I don't know. Currently sketching scenes or frames from an animatic we're going to do for 103 on SBKY.
Fudge and brownies. Trying to like retime some animation. It's all screwed up.
What's screwed up about it?
Oh, well, like, the camera's not following the path. This other object is, and I've parented the camera to it, so, like, the two timelines don't.
Are you
exactly
talking about
match.
in Blender?
Yeah. Because I need it to, like, follow a path, like a curve. But then I have to re-aim the camera, and so when I re-aim the camera, if I change the quickness it moves through the path, then I have to like re-time all the other stuff. It's a huge pain. There's gotta be a better way.
Well, then you'd put checkpoints in, right?
Oh yeah, I mean there's
so like once you get to a keyframe, once you get to a point, you'd keyframe that location for it, and then it'd be fixed. So no matter what, you'd still have the same time, right?
So if I had done that before I changed the other timeline and started the retiming, then yeah, that may work. I, however, did not.
And so it shifted everything, right?
Yeah, it shifted everything, and I'm past like the redo.
I was experiencing a few of those problems in UE5 with the Tokyo Alley that I've been trying to get pictures or a video of. I want to get a render of it. And so like the camera moves slowly down the alley at an angle, and then once it hits like the middle of the alley, there's like a T intersection that looks out to the road where I wanted the camera to turn left and look.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was experiencing that as well. But I gave up on that. So. When in doubt, give up. Smoke Skooma, Warship Daedra.
I don't know what you just said.
I was talking to a coworker about Skyrim, and we were discussing she was like, "Oh, what build do you play?" And I was like, I play. Everybody I know plays like a roguey build in Skyrim, but I play like a jack of all trades. I like arch from away, swing when they're up close, and then resort to fire and healing last ditch. And I like play through. I just play the plot. I don't do any of the side quests because I have such a short attention span. It's hard for me to do anything else. If I ever want to feel accomplished, I just beat the main plot. And they said they never beat the entire plot. They always just do side quests.
Usually how I do it. I usually, when I get on there, I'll I'll immediately just start exploring. I don't really follow the plot. Even like years later, so like this was like a year or two ago, I actually was like, let me play through Skyrim and finish it, finish the story, and I was like not impressed. I was very much not impressed with it.
Yeah. I'll jump to a side quest now and then just to when I played it through, just to like, because I wasn't quite ready to beat it yet, and I wanted to like level a couple things up. But I never did any of the famous side quests people talk about, like this Assassin's Guild or
right. So stupid. Oh boy. Got one clip out of that game that I played earlier.
Content, baby.
It's literally just us. Like I run out of the hab, and like there, all of a sudden you hear the artillery coming in. And if y'all ever played Squad, artillery is not a joke. It's extremely devastating. And they called it in on us, and the guy was like, "Get in the hab." The hab is like a fortified like H-barrier. It's a bunch of big sacks that are filled with dirt and rubble and concrete, and they stack them up like blocks to like form this little like square bunker. And you hear the artillery. Yeah, you hear. Well, the thing is, that's what the artillery is meant for. It's to destroy the hab. So like you're probably not going to be safe in one. But we were running out of it. And then all of a sudden you hear that artillery coming in. The guy goes, "Get in the hab and start digging up." And digging with the shovel like repairs. So we were like, "Oh no!" We all ran inside. We were all screaming, and you just see the whole screen is just shaking while we're just digging the roof up while we're getting pounded by the artillery. It's like a really cool like scene. And if I wasn't screaming like an idiot, it would be really neat. But
That's more realistic.
yeah.
Beef lightning. I thought it'd be cool to get like a you know how sometimes jackets have like nicknames on the back?
Yeah.
Like in the 50s, like I'm like a greaser. I want one that says Beef Lightning. Let me draw what Beef Lightning would look like. I think it has to be ground beef lightning, really.
What is the meat called that you cook for a long period of time? Like the cheek of the cow? Barbacoa. Barbacoa. That's it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Delicious. Now for film map. Keep meeting. All right, a thing I hate on my map. If I type CAL or CA, sorry, CA, it comes up with calculator at the top. And then calendar below that. Right, type L, still calculator. If I type L, then it still like shows calculator for a quick second, and then it goes to calendar as the top result. And so I start typing and it looks like calculator. I hit enter and then it changes the calendar every time.
Ugh.
It's like, why, if it's the top for CA, wouldn't it be the top for CAL?
Mhm.
Like,
Surely you meant calendar.
like it's more specific. Like, and so it only keeps reinforcing the belief that I want to open calendar because I accidentally do it more often than not.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, yeah, that's the one he wants every time he types CAL. But that's
Played
more,
yourself.
yeah, 100% I did. Freaking hate it.
I want it to be like, 30 years in the future, and then AI is like become sentient, and then they pull that shit with you. It's like an old man. And you're like, calculator. And it's like, you mean calendar? You're like, It's like it remembered.
Fuck
Then it
guys,
shoots
go
you.
home.
Yeah. And then it turns you into a battery, and then you're the calculator. But you're a really bad one because you're a squishy brain.
How did he know?
I wonder if it's a big cycle, right? Like, we invent the AI robots, the robots take over, wipe us out completely, evolve, then they say, hey, maybe being fleshy and meat bags is the way to go. Then they create really bad calculators like us, but we do exactly what they need done. And then eventually they start making better and better forms of us, and then we take over. And then we take them out and wipe them out, and then we go and the cycle.
Cycle continues.
The cycle. I think I saw it happen
In the Matrix.
on a TV show at once. Yeah.
All right, we're so close. I feel like I'm so close on this animation. Fax machine noises.
Oh, by the way, Colin, that white noise effect worked. By the way, for the cars going by.
Cool.
Yeah, you just pitch the noise up, and it sounds exactly like cars driving by. Like, exactly.
Oh, you did a what is that thing called? What is it called? When it pitches up and then pitches down.
No, I didn't do that. It's like Doppler effect, kind of.
Doppler, yeah.
No, I just literally, so I was trying to, I have an alleyway, right? And so you look out on the alleyway and it goes to the main road. So there'd be cars going up back and forth down the main road. So Colin was on the other night, we were messing with it. And I managed to get like a static model of like a little box truck that I have and made it spawn in and then randomly like translate down the road at a certain speed, a random speed, and then when it gets to the end point, it stops, waits a random period of time between a range, and then we'll respawn back to where it was and continue going. So you'd see, like, if you looked at it, it looks like random cars driving by. And with that, I took a sound of white noise, because when you're listening to cars like on the highway or something, when they drive by, you hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all you got to do is just put that white noise. It's constant. If you're sitting on the car, all you're hearing is. And as it passes by, because it's got that kind of 3D like distance limit, you just hear it kind of go. And so like you would hear them very accurately go down back and forth down the road. So, pretty cool.
It's pretty
Cool
sweet.
effect. Yeah. Now, if only I could figure out reverb on UE5, that would be great. Because I have like a song that I'm playing inside a house, but it just sounds low. I just lowered the volume.
Reverb?
Yeah, reverb, like when you're like in a bathroom and you hear the weird echo, or in like a concert hall or whatever. Yeah. Because like I think you can use it to muffle.
Could you manually add that using Audacity or some other editor? And...
You could,
but you want to use the engine.
Yeah, I want to see if the engine can do it. I'm sure it can. It's just there's so much in the engine that it's overwhelming at times.
Activate reverb effect.
Yeah, I think it has something like that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, look at the documentation. Publicly available documentation. Don't come at me.
Okay.
Convolution reverb.
All right.
It won't be too long before we start raycasting for audio effects too. It's gonna be cool.
No, Raycast is 4.
No, it's great.
It breaks everything.
No, for audio, like so that way you can tell, like, hey, should I be cavernous and echoey, or should I be?
Yeah, but it like takes up so much memory.
Yeah. But do you remember when like Sound Blasters had all the effects on the card itself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember
And
that.
sound cards
I'm
were a
sure
thing?
I believe it.
Yeah, and it was like it did all the audio processing on its own to get off the CPUs/GPUs. It was like I'm talking like what are those called? TNT cards or whatever, like that time period.
Now all I know is was it Bink
Sound
Audio?
Blaster.
Was that what it was called?
Mm-hmm.
Bink? Is it Bink Audio or Bink Video?
Bing video.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were compression.
I just remember it because I see it. You still see it nowadays, right? But it would always show up on Tribes 2 when I'd play Tribes 2 back in the day. You'd start it up and it'd be like down, and then you'd see like the little Bink Audio before the cutscene, the intro cutscene played. I was like, oh shit, that's cool.
Stanton's jamming.
It was good. In fact, I'm gonna watch that again real quick. Look for that video right now.
It's like the Terminator 2 DVD soundtrack loop.
Yeah. Here's one of them.
Are you gonna put it in Discord?
Yeah, there's one of them. There was another one that was like gameplay,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it has it. This one?
Is that sound our generation's Pornhub sound?
Which one? I have no idea. Probably something like that.
Quake 2 soundtrack, I think, is my or Quake 2 intro.
Right there. artifact.
Welcome back.
Listen to this Quake jam. Hey, I'm gonna say it. Nobody's gonna like me for it, but I'm gonna say it. I liked Doom 3. All right.
Doom 3.
Yeah.
Doom
I didn't mind it.
3. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, I don't know which
Crusty
ones
burger.
was.
Oh,
I don't mind the taste.
Was that the horror? The horror one?
They're
They're all
horrible.
horror,
They're
but
all horror
that's
ones.
the new
No.
one. The one that.
Yes.
Kinda.
You mean the demonic ones?
No.
They're all demon-based shooters.
Well, one of them was like slower and like scary horror game, and the most recent one was like an action slaughter game.
That was Doom 4, I thought.
I don't. Do you see
Doom 4 is action.
Yeah.
So was Doom 3 the one that was like slower paced?
Yeah, I think so.
It was
like
darker,
flashlights.
yeah. There was,
Very
like-
dark flashlight.
That was when we were finally able to do pixel shadows.
Normal maps. Normal
Oh,
maps.
they did
and,
did have normal mapping as well, yeah, but the shadows were like the big deal because it's
yeah,
real time.
Give you a
shadows.
flashlight. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, check this shit out.
And you
That's
can't.
the one you're saying you liked.
Yeah, I like
And
it.
there are people who don't like that one.
But I
'Cause
also liked Fear, and Fear it was a lot like Fear, which was another game that was similar.
Came out later though.
Yeah, people did not like it. They hated it.
My PC just couldn't run it at the time.
I played it at Land's Edge or Tech Republic or one of those.
It's got a 9
The only,
out of
the only
10 on
problem I had with it was they gave you a flashlight, but you couldn't point the flashlight when you wanted to shoot the gun. Every time you wanted to shoot the gun, you'd have to put the flashlight down and then shoot into the dark.
I remember that being a big complaint.
I wonder. I wonder if the gun was rendered on a different.
Like, whoever this is can't find some fucking duct tape.
Yeah, or just fucking hold it at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
put on barrel, hold with hand.
The intro to this is pretty badass.
Yeah, the soundtrack. I thought the soundtrack was in it because it was at the very beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah, that blew me away as a kid, man. That was...
Yeah. As a fan, like I am a huge fan of anything that is like orbital attack, orbital drop, like the invasion at the beginning of Chronicles of Riddick. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
When the
Wow,
necromongers, they're invading the
Necromongers.
kingdom or the planet or whatever. Yeah, and then the Halo, the orbital drop stuff.
Yeah, Aliens was
So
like,
cool.
yeah. That, I mean, you can see from the design, like it's clearly from Aliens inspired.
Yeah.
Gonna watch Avatar 2 tomorrow. Avatar 2 tomorrow. There we go. Avatar 2 tomorrow is pretty good though. Avatar 2.
Are you
God, they
expecting
ate-
a whole lot?
No. I was just okay with the first one, but it's James Cameron Aliens, and that's what brought it to mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of cool technology was made and used. That's cool. But I was not a fan of the first one.
The thing that bothered me in the first one, and it's gonna sound really dumb because it's like super silly, was the gun barrels on the mechs, like the mech design in general. It just kind of irked me.
I was reading the thing because I was like, why didn't anybody like Avatar hardcore? You know what I mean? Like it made a bunch of money, but it's just like a lot of people watched it and forgot about it.
It was very forgettable.
Yeah, and so like I was reading this article and the guy was like, he's like, I went back and rewatched it and he's like, Sigourney Weaver's character had them make a custom Harvard shirt that would fit her gigantic avatar so that she could brag to aliens that she went to Harvard.
You mean
I was
that
like,
wasn't just a
oh,
normal extra, 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 extra,
Yeah,
extra,
I was like,
extra large?
oh shit, yeah, where did she get this ultra big Harvard thing from? Like, because she didn't wear it. She had to bring that in. Somebody paid thousands of dollars to help bring that, off of a planet
Mm-hmm.
in whatever form it was. It was 3D
Look-
printed or whatever, I don't know.
Look
Like,
at
holy shit,
this
that's fun.
design.
You gotta dunk on them aliens, dude.
I think this is the stupidest design I've ever seen for a mech. It's like they took a helicopter or a dune buggy like cockpit and then they just slapped some arms and legs on it.
I feel like we've seen such a design before in some stupid sci-fi thing.
I think, it's kind of close to some of the Mech Warrior stuff. It's just
Yeah.
the cockpit larger.
The Mech
Like
Warrior
Mech Warrior
stuff though is
2?
like it's situated in a spot where it doesn't look like a freaking human. It's not
Well,
humanoid, and that's what bothers me.
That's not true.
What, the Mech Warrior mechs?
Mech Warrior 2
Do they have-
Mercenaries, there's one that was very bipedal looking. It's just the issue is they were larger, so the cockpit's smaller on the chest.
Are we talking which? Can you show me a picture of it? Because
Yeah, absolutely.
whenever I would see Mech Warrior stuff, it wasn't obviously there are the humanoid ones, but like most of the ones that I remember seeing were like the two-legged like Ed 209 looking ones. Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, no, there are other ones that are like, yeah, they have more of the cockpit sitting on two ostrich legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like a cockpit sitting on two ostrich legs. That's not like a little mean.
This one? That one's like a human. That's a human. Look at his shoulders. And legs.
Yeah, but that's like huge, right?
The Avatar, the legs on their mechs seem to have no side to side on the feet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
At all.
actually a good point.
It just has up down. That thing would tip over so friggin' fast. It does look
Maybe
like
it has
a
like a really powerful gyroscope.
Yeah, I just remember like the graphics of the people in the CGI mechs looked terrible.
I don't remember. I just remember the guy drinking coffee while it's flying around. You're talking about. We're still talking about Avatar, right?
Have you
Yeah.
seen the ultimate multiverse battle of Thanos versus the Avengers? And it includes fucking everybody. John Wick, Ninja Turtles, Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
But I think of the gunship with the guy drinking the coffee coming in is
Yeah. That's why I was like, oh yeah.
Is the main bad soldier? Is that the guy from Don't Breathe?
Yes.
Oh
It
wow,
actually is. Yeah.
huh, forgot about that.
I think he was in one other thing that was like notable that I remember.
Don't Breathe 2,
He's gonna be.
which I
he's
just
in-
watched recently. Not a fan.
Was he in Don't Breathe too?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, so okay. Spoilers. All right.
Wow.
He's on the cover of the poster.
Some people avoid the covers for just this
You have
purpose.
to click on
Patrick.
it in streaming.
Wait a minute.
Not if you're dedicated enough.
Oh no, that's the.
Use a screen reader to select my Netflix things and I close my eyes.
Would you like to watch the movie where the main character dies?
Yeah.
I didn't say dies. I never said
I
dies.
know, I'm
You know, hey, you know why I like that
slinging
guy?
into the bit.
You know why I like that guy, that actor? Because he was in Tombstone. He was one of the main bad guys.
Oh, that.
Do you remember the brothers? I forget what their name was. It was the brothers in the cowboy gang. I forgot. Let me look.
You're not thinking of Michael Bean, the guy John.
No,
Stephen Lang.
no, that's Ringo. He was the brothers. So Johnny Ringo. Let's see. I'm looking right now. Brocious. Tuberculosis, Ferocial. Clanton. The Clanton brothers. Ike and Clanton. Ike and who's the other? Billy. Ike and Billy Clanton. So if you've seen Tombstone, if you remember it, when they go to the OK Corral and they're getting ready to start blasting, he's dunking his head in some water,
yeah. He looks way different.
But he plays such a good character in that movie that it's like respect. So he was also in Conan the Barbarian in 2011, and I was like, oh, what? And then I saw 2011, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind then. I'm gonna just disregard that.
I don't think I saw that one. Who was the lead actor in that?
I don't know. I
Jason
didn't see it.
Momoa.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jason Momoa?
So
Someone the other day posted, it was a picture of Jason Momoa without his beard, but in the shape he is in one of the newer movies where he's not as cut. And they gave him like a double chin, and they were just like, sorry, ladies. Like, oh my god, I think it's right. I think that's maybe what he looks like now. Because he's still a big dude, he's just not as cut as he was.
James, did you see they're gonna do a Henry Cavill, the former Superman's gonna lead a Warhammer 40k series?
I saw that today, and I was like, what?
He's real into it, so I hope it'll be good.
That might be cool, yeah. I've been pretty deep in the Warhammer rabbit hole with the Dark Tide, like looking up all the lore and stuff. It's been pretty cool. Just FYI, you don't want to live in the 41st millennium. just don't want
Sounds
to.
terrible.
Yeah, it seems like a bad time.
Sounds terrible. Is terrible.
Okay, verified. Great.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to see what else this guy's been in that I know of. From Mexico with Love. I don't think I've seen that one. 2009 American drama, action drama. That cover does not represent what the movie's about, I think. Public Enemies? I haven't seen that.
Really?
The gangster movie?
Yeah. The Men Who Stare at Goats, he was in that. I remember that. I haven't seen it, but I remember he was in the trailer.
Frosty's good.
Barbarian. Pawn? Pioneer. That seems interesting.
I still haven't watched that Leonardo DiCaprio bear one.
It's not terrible, but it's not great. It's like have you ever seen Cold Mountain?
You believe so, yeah.
It's kind of like that, but less like bear no talking, I guess you could say. So like in Cold Mountain, he like goes on this epic journey. It's like an epic, right? Like you have like the Odyssey, Homer's The Odyssey. Cold Mountain, he's trying to get back to his hometown with his like I guess I don't think she was his fiance, but he's trying to get back, and he's encountering all these different people and obstacles and interactions along the way, and that's kind of what the Revenant is like, but because they're in the middle of nowhere and there's like barely any people, there's barely any like human interaction, I guess. So
Wasn't as good as Prey.
I was just okay. I mean, I don't
I
know.
haven't seen it. Have you seen The Gray? I think it's called The Gray.
Yeah, the wolf one.
Liam,
Yeah.
Liam Neeson, yeah. Liam Neeson like fights
Liam
wolves.
Neeson's.
If Liam
Yeah,
Neeson had a
Liam
movie
Neeson.
where he was fighting his clones, top two. In the woods, and they were like feral, like wolves. And he
He's
like
just a
and he punched-
furry.
It's just him going, "Arr!"
No, like he's like he like covers his hand in like honey and broken bottles and then he's got the fire in the middle, right? And you see all these like Liam Neesons in the shadow in the woods walking around and with their eyes glowing. You're like, oh shit, who's gonna win, Liam Neeson or Liam Neeson? I mean, he can howl if you want, I guess. It's make pretend movies. So. Jarhead 2. This guy was in Jarhead 2. Don't Breathe,
Cool.
Hostiles. Have y'all seen Hostiles?
Mm-mm.
Kind of boring.
I just want you to only list movies that none of us have seen and definitely are not above 4 stars.
It was a Western movie with
It's
Christian
every
Bale.
movie his brother recommends.
Yeah, I
Hey,
get
story. Have you
a
ever
lot of
seen
movies that are just not great?
this movie that was released for 2 days in Singapore in 1964? No, man, I haven't.
Just deadpan. Yes. Cinematic
But
word.
man, he picked some. His brother picked some bangers though. Introduced me to. Is it Zoltan? What was the movie with Sean Connery
Oh,
and the giant head that spit
Zardoz.
guns? Zardoz.
The gun, what is it? The penis is evil. The gun is good. And then like the giant head just like barfs guns
Yeah,
out.
barfs
and all the
guns.
dudes in like red lingerie start picking them up and like shooting them.
Weird as shit.
Like there was one scene that I showed Brian like during the movie. I was like, this is the fucking the essence of this movie. And you see Sean Connery walks towards this like, it's like a glass pyramid, like just on a like a nicely cut lawn. And so he walks towards it, and then he kind of like steps behind it so that he can get behind it like from the camera. And then he makes this kind of like whoa, like weird kind of pose, and like he's getting sucked into it, and just kind of like slowly, dramatically kind of like steps down behind it. It's supposed to like represent him getting like pulled in, but it's so poorly done that it just makes me cringe every time I see it.
I just watched the movie
two
Black
times
Friday
Friday.
with what's his name
Black
from Evil
Friday.
Dead. Yeah, and it's got the guy who was Spawn in like '96 or whatever he was. But there was a CGI / compositing shot that I out loud went, "Oh no!" It was so bad. I said, "Oh no," and I covered my mouth watching it alone.
That's
It
pretty
was-
bad.
Is that like oh no, I had it and I forgot it. Oh, is that like the Walking Dead, the deer scene? Have you seen that? The deer CGI?
No.
The Walking Dead, or do you mean
The Walking Dead, the show. The TV
Oh,
show.
no, I don't. I always thought you were talking. There's a deer scene in 7 Days 2. What was that thing called? The Ring 2. Do you remember
Yeah.
the deer looked terrible at the beginning?
There's a scene here. I can actually find it on YouTube. It's so bad
yeah,
that
I'll
they've
find it.
definitely got it. Deer.
CGI
'Cause he,
deer.
like, he goes to like an abandoned theme park, and he's like sees a deer. He's trying to get food or something.
Yeah.
Not long after this scene, I like stopped watching. I was just like, I'm done. I had been like pretty done for a while, but
When was
I think-
this?
I don't know when this actually aired.
CBD ad on YouTube. Oh, it's like a. Oh my god!
It's
Not, it's like a blue screen, green screen deer. Positive.
Let me see. I'm watching it.
And it
on
has-
my end.
Oh my god, those edges are terrible. Like the lighting doesn't
Was
match
this
at all.
before they got to what season is this?
7 apparently.
7, yeah. If Rick is still in it, it's
This is after they got